Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the Clever Report. It's yours truly, Peter Clever. So today we're going to be reacting to a clip I saw online yesterday on social media, on X specifically, or at a Walmart in Louisiana. A woman was acting unruly. It is allegedly said that she was swiping the price tag and engaging in shoplifting at the Walmart store. And now a cop had to come and apprehend her, and she was resisting arrest and every other thing. But the funny thing about this clip is that it didn't the black community or the people that supports all the negative excesses of the black community, they didn't have anything to come back to, because in this case the policeman or the cop is actually a black man, so they couldn't use the race card. It's so funny. The clip is so funny at first because you can see the policeman actually trying to make everything seem seamless. He wasn't trying to hurt her, but being a loud black woman, she was actually just playing into all the negative stereotypes. So don't take it from me. I want us to watch the clip and then I'll give you my whole take on the issue.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hard time with no pain.
I told you. Stop. Stop.
Who is she calling? Who is she calling?
Stop. Stop. You don't stop. You done now? Are you done? You done? Stop.
What's wrong with this?
You understand me? Stop. What's the problem? You gonna grab her? You gonna stop? Or you gonna stop?
This nigga on top of me. Come here right now. This nigga's on top of me. Come here right motherfucker now.
Just stop resisting.
Ah, get his big ass off of me.
Stop
Get
resisting.
off of me. I don't leave. Get off of me. Get off of me. Get off
Stop resisting. Who is this guy? Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm fucking suing, my nigga. I'm fucking suing. Nah, nigga. Nah. Nah, nigga, I'm suing.
I'm dumbfounded. If I thought she was actually like in the wrong, she was swapping the price tag, and probably the store, managers or the attendants at the store actually had to call the cops because she was being unruly, or she was actually, shoplifting something. But look at, the problem is they act out like this, and then ask why people have a negative interaction, a negative, you know, idea of black Americans or black people or the black community. Because you can't act like this and then shout racism and shout every other slur in the book and say you're going to sue the cop. Obviously, you are resisting when you are in the wrong. You are in the wrong and you are resisting. It is crazy because I've seen on social media, across social media, you see black people, trying to make excuse. You are making almost every excuse. There are people, a quite number of people, a staggering number of people actually condemning what she said or what she's doing or her attitude. But you see a large number of them making excuses for her, thinking, oh, the cop actually mishandled the cop shouldn't have been, very, 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 I don't know, aggressive. It's crazy. And some of them, when in this case, I'm actually loving this is because if this was a white cop, if this was a white police officer, it would have been hell. They would have, they would have brought out the NWJPC and that organization and all the black Wakanda people coming out to say, make statements and, make the news media and talk about how they are oppressed in America. It's very, very crazy because if this clip was not, if there was no context, seeing that she was actually, taking something from there and the black police officer actually had to step in, they would have called him racist, they would have called him every. But now they've moved from racism. They're not talking about sexism and misogyny. So some of them are making the statement that the police officer is a misogynist just because at this point because he's not white. Because if actually was a white police officer, he would have used the conventional slur racism. He would have cried racism and cried oppression. So there are certain comments and on social media that I've been seeing. I want to read it one after the other. One of them on Facebook said, just because someone is stealing doesn't give a police officer the right to assault them. Once she was taken to the ground, putting her in a chokehold could be considered excessive force. If the force was unlawful under the circumstances, she may have grounds to sue for assault. Is this not crazy? Like, is this not crazy? How is she? She was resisting arrest, obviously. She was resisting. If at all, when she was caught and then she just and was given the command, put your hands behind your back, and she just obeyed, this wouldn't have happened. I don't know what that person is talking about. Another person said, no matter what the crime, a woman should be handled by female officers. This look like molestation, not policing. Protect dignity first. Change the policy yesterday. People like this exist. People like this actually exist. So because if somebody a crime has to keep going on, or somebody has to be engaging in an unlawful activity just because the person is actually happens to be female, they should allow the person continue engaging in that crime until a female police officer comes, which most times they can't even subdue the person. It's crazy. Let's take another comment. This person said, why did he pin her to the ground? Why did he pin her down like that? No matter what her offense is, he should have been gentle with her. It's not like she can beat him. How about you not? How about you just don't resist arrest and don't commit crimes, or don't pilfer, or don't switch price tags at a Walmart? How about you just do that? The worst part that these people, they don't even condemn what the person did. They don't even say, okay, what she did is bad, but you would have handled it better. You are just putting all the onus on the black policeman. It's crazy, but it's just so funny they couldn't use racism in this case. The last person actually said that was very disturbing. As guilty as she may be, he had enough people around him to help detain stroke arrest her in a better manner. He could have even tased her first instead. Instead, immediately went to choking and body slamming her like what the f. This is crazy. If he had actually tased her, I'm sure people like this would have come out of the woodwork and said, yes, he's racist, he's misogynist, he's racist if he was white, but just because he's black, they can't call him racist now. And now I know they will use certain slurs on Tom, he's a coon. It's crazy. None of them is actually condemning what is happening. They don't condemn her for her crime, but they just don't like the way she was handled. What if she did not just resist arrest? And another funny thing is the boyfriend or the lover coming to rescue her and then finding himself in troubles with the law again. And these are the kind of emotional men that the single mothers in the black community raise. This is the product of single mothers in the black community. Your girlfriend, instead of if a reasonable, rational thinking person that his frontal cortex is developed had come there, he would have asked, please, the cops, what is happening? Why is she being detained? He immediately went to fight the cops and he's going to rack up charges. And I'm sure he has charges on his own. Probably he has charges on his own. Trying to like have a long graph sheet just because you want to become a white knight for this unruly criminal. It's crazy. It is crazy. Black women are all over social media supporting her, telling her to sue them, sue the police officers, sue the police department, sue the city. And this is just reinforcing bad behavior. But of course, they're going to call me a theta, a white person or white person apologist or a coon or they even say more racist things in my comment section. But I don't care. I'm just pointing out what is happening. I'm pointing out this unruly behavior, pointing out this weird, crazy behavior in the black community. And you can call me crazy, you can call me stupid, but so far, none of you have actually called me a liar so far. And that is why I'm grateful for. You've not called me a liar because I'm calling out what is happening. I want you to do better because it reflects poorly on every black person in the world. That's all I'm going to say about that. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop another video. I love you, but God loves you more. Until next time, peace.